Okay, so as promised, I'm going to share another tip with you today. Uh, I was trying to think of all the things that mom had in life, and a lot of people have one song at least that um, gets them in their feelings or brings about a sad connotation or whatever when you hear it. I'll tell you what one of mine is. It's the song Time in a Bottle. And I don't know the whole song. I just know it always made me sad when I heard it, but it starts out like, if I could save time in a bottle, I tell you what I'd like to do. And then the chorus goes on to say something like, there never seems to be enough time to do the things we want to do. And so that just always made me sad for some reason. And I heard it sung at someone's funeral, and it just stuck with me my whole life. Uh, I put all of the things in a tote that I had done with mom during her sickness, and I knew she would want me to share those with people. And when you're taking care of someone with Alzheimer's, you're trying to help keep their thoughts in, help them retain what they have, help them keep their motor skills. And so I was trying to think of a name for this tote. And I said, I'm going to take the title of that song and turn it into something positive. So I decided to come up with something called Carol's Time in a Tote. And you can see it right here. It's a tote. Let's see if I can get it right. As you can see, Mama's cat Max is on here waiting to greet me. Okay, so let's see, Max, what we got in here. Okay, get down, baby. Come on. Okay, so the past couple of days, we've talked about food items using bold colored plates with sections and that helping them see their food, or when they get to a point that, say, if they wear dentures, they can't chew, or there comes a time, a lot of times, when they forget how to chew, and you can do their throat like that to help kind of show them how to swallow. I also have a product that we use to help mom when she forgot how to drink through a straw. So there's this company called Melissa and Doug, and they make educational toys for kids. Well, I saw, most people see it as a kid's item. I saw it as something to help a caregiver. And these items are supposed to be used to help children learn how to create things, learn how to do certain tasks in life. But I approached it from the other end of the spectrum on, what about a person that has forgotten all those things and needs to be reminded, or needs to have the repetition so they can keep up those skills? So today I'm going to show you one of those items. Let's see here. This is a little kit from Melissa and Doug, and I'll show you what it's got. It's got a little wooden knife, and it comes with all of these cool foods. Like, there's a slice of watermelon. There we go. Whoop. Here's a loaf of bread. Here's a cucumber. Here's another slice of bread. And it also comes with a cute little cutting board. So there comes a time in a Alzheimer's patient's life where they forget how to use their eating utensils. And it's all about trying to keep their dignity and help them stay as normal as they can. So I saw this as an opportunity to keep Mama's skills up with her using her utensils. So what you do is you take this little wooden knife, and then let's find the little loaf of bread. You take the loaf of bread, And this knife, you can use the knife to slice through and cut the food apart. So they're held together by Velcro. And I know this might be a little wonky the way I'm having to show this, but I'm trying to learn as I go. But every piece is held together by Velcro, so you can use and reuse them. Same way with the watermelon. They can use a little wooden knife to keep learning how to cut those. Once they get finished, you can put it back together, and they stick together by those little pieces of Velcro. So I had to let my imagination run wild. I never went to school for this. I helped caregive for my dad that had ALS. He couldn't use his limbs, so his was more of a physical approach to his caregiving, because his mind was great. But with Mom having Alzheimer's, hers was more brain related. And one thing that Alzheimer's patients like is repetitiveness. And so even like this is a carrot. You can take this little knife, and they can't hurt themselves. There's no edges. There's no serrated edges or anything like that. And you see there's a little carrot. So they could take this unserrated little wooden knife, and you see how the carrot split. But they could cut through it like they were chopping their food up, and then it just fits right back together. So that's one of the things in Mom's Time in a Tote, is what I decided to call it. I'd name it after her, Carol's Time in a Tote. And we had a lifetime of memories, and that's what you're trying to do when you have an Alzheimer's patient. You're just trying to put the lid on their brain. You're not wanting anything to escape that they know and love. So I work with Mom every day. And like I said, it's just stuff I use my imagination with. And I used a lot of educational toys that are meant for children to help her, because if you look at it, Alzheimer's patient reverts back to their childhood and things that they loved. So I used the things that I knew my mom loved as a little girl to help keep what we had in her brain. And she wanted to do it because it was things that she loved. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. So we've been talking a lot about food. And so I think tomorrow we'll talk about a cup to use to help, because they forget all these motor skills. And we found a cup that would help her remember to suck through a straw when she got to the point that she forgot how to drink out of a cup. So that's what our episode will be about tomorrow. We'll keep it all food related this week. And then I can show you some eating utensils that we used with her and things of that nature. So it makes it easier on you. It makes it easier on your loved one. And again, like I said, I know how it is. If you don't take time for yourself and you're a caregiver, you spend a majority of the day really with no one to talk to, because Mom got to where she wasn't talking unless I would ask her something. And so that can let depression set in when you realize, what condition they're in and what's happening to them, and there's nothing you can do about it except try to fight. And anybody that knows me knows when she received the diagnosis of dementia, I said, okay, I know there's not a cure for that, but we're not going down without a fight. And that's the exact same thing we did with our dad. I'm so proud, and I thank God every morning that he was able to allow me to retire from my job at 47 and be able to care for my mom and be there with her every day. I'd take her out every day. I wanted to make sure she lived life to the fullest. I know there's nothing I wouldn't do for people that I love. And so that's what being a caregiver is you really have to love the person you're caring for, because they're alive. And I would always tell Mom, when we were kids, we had to depend on you to do what was best for us. And now the tables have turned, and it's time for you to just know that you're going to have to depend on us to know to do the right thing for you. Some people get agitated when a Alzheimer patient repeats themselves, and my suggestion to you is anytime that would get on your nerves, think to yourself, there will come a day when you wish you could just hear them say whatever they're saying one time. And I'm promising you, you will do that. So just keep that in mind. A prayer I would pray every morning when I got up is, God, please help me do the best I can for my mom today. Let her know and feel loved. Let her feel safe. And God, any frustration that I might have, I always keep it in the forefront of my brain that if I get frustrated, imagine how frustrated she got because she realized something was going on. So that's a really good prayer every day for a caregiver. To not, God, don't let me be frustrated, because if I'm frustrated, they're 10 times more frustrated than I am. And so I hope everybody enjoyed this. And like I said, tomorrow we'll do a thing on cups, and when an Alzheimer patient stops forgetting how to drink through a straw, we talked about, if there comes a point when they don't know what to do with a utensil, they may just sit at the table and not say anything because it's embarrassing for them. You can give them finger foods, things like cheese sticks, or you can pick up a green bean and eat it, or a carrot, just things that they can eat with their hands. So you have to make them know that it's okay to eat with your hands too. I know your mama told you not to eat with your hands. Well, we got it in us anyway. We could get it in whether we used a utensil or we use our hands. We don't have to be proper all the time. It's all about nutrition. So I hope these are helping somebody. If you're out there and it's helping you, please let me know. You don't always get the feedback when people watch these, and I was going to stop doing them when Mom passed. I didn't know that I'd be able to do them anymore, but I know my mom, just like my dad, when they did all the testing on him, he said, you can test on me and use me as a lab rat if it'll keep any other family and any other person from having to go through what I'm going through. And I knew my mom would feel no different. They raised us in church and raised us to have a servant's heart, to do anything we could to help people in need. So I know a lot of times now with the COVID going around, some of these families have not been able to put their hands on, touch, show any kind of love to their family members since March. And it's leading to those people in the nursing home rapidly declining because of the lack of that. It leads to depression. And I just thank God that I was able to keep Mom at home, have my hands on her, love on her, take her out, let her live life to the fullest. So a lot of people are first-time caregivers and just really don't know things that you could do. So I just want to give you ideas. If you're having a day where you hadn't heard anybody talk and you just need to hear somebody's voice, I'll be on here singing some of the inspirational songs God gave me. I know about depression. I know about anxiety. I know about grief and loss. I can tell you a way of grieving that is not good, and I can tell you how I changed that, and I'm trying to do different this time. So that's what I want on a forum. If you have any questions, you can always ask me, and I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. I'm like I was when I was at work. I can't tell you I know the answer to everything, but I'm not ashamed that if I don't know the answer, I can find it out for you. So if you will, let me know what I'm doing is helping somebody. If I'm helping just one person, then I know I'm doing what God and my mom would want me to do. So I hope everybody has a good day, and just keep tuning in, because it's helping me through the grieving process to be able to know or hope that I'm helping other people that are going through the same thing. So remember, you can't be a caregiver unless you care for yourself first. So everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.